is News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us tonight. In just the last half hour, we have a winner in the only statewide race tonight, and that is for State Superintendent of Public Instruction.
Jill Underly will take the job. Our Brady Mallory joins us in studio with the latest numbers from that race. Brady?
Well, today, voters across the state were given a choice between Pecatonica Superintendent Jill Underly and retired Brown Deer Superintendent Deb Kerr. This race was called about a half hour ago, declaring Jill Underly the winner, receiving more than 55% of the vote. Underly spoke a short while ago over Zoom.
The votes have been counted, and Wisconsinites across the state have elected me to be our next state superintendent of public instruction. I'm honored and humbled by the trust voters have placed in me today, and I'm overcome with gratitude for the incredible support that we've had this journey.
Well, this is technically a nonpartisan race, but Democrats lined up solidly behind Underly, who also has the backing of the state teachers union, while Kerr was a supporter of the voucher program and found support from Republicans, including former Governor Scott Walker.
Brady, thank you. And turnout for spring elections is typically low, but today clerks told us they were expecting a higher than normal turnout. As of 4 o'clock today, the Madison clerk tweeted that more than 41,000 ballots have been cast in the city. It's more than 21% of registered voters. Now taking a look at some more results in the race for Dane County Executive. As expected, incumbent Joe Parisi with a decisive 79 to 21% win over challenger Marianne Nicholson. Parisi succeeded, retiring Kathleen Falk back in 2011. Dane County voters have now elected him 3 more times. 11 Madison Common Council seats were up for grabs today. One of the most watched was in the 9th District. Madison's West Side longtime incumbent Paul Skidmore on the council since 2005. He loses tonight to challenger Nikki Conklin. Conklin getting 56% to Skidmore's 44%. Skidmore was accused of using a sexist slur during a meeting last year before an independent review of that meeting was found to be inconclusive. And in the city's 14th District, South Side, incumbent current council president Sherry Carter fends off the challenge of longtime community activist Brandy Grayson, who outraised Carter but lost by nearly double the vote.
On the north side, in the 18th District, incumbent Rebecca Kemble loses to challenger Charles Miadze. Fundraising in this race topped $33,000. Kemble received more than $18,000 compared to Miadze's $14,000. And in the state Senate, this is for the vacant 13th District seat formerly held by now U.S. Senator Scott Fitzgerald. 4 candidates are vying to represent the district, which covers parts of Dodge, Dane, and Jefferson counties. Republican John Jegler is leading right now. Democrat Melissa Winker, 50% to 44%. That's with about 70% of votes totaled. There were dozens of other races today, and we will have more later in this newscast. Results will also be scrolling on the bottom of the screen, or you can also head over to channel3000.com for a full searchable list.
We're also following breaking news. A significant water main break has caused traffic issues. This is downtown Mount Horeb tonight. Police say the water main break has begun to flood the area near East Main Street and 2nd Street. Again, the village of Mount Horeb. Public has been asked to avoid that area until further notice. Let's get a look at our first warn forecast now. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, it was an unseasonably mild day today across southern Wisconsin. Many areas had temperatures in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees or even a little bit above that. The time lapse from the WISC Skycam showed some clouds this morning and a quick moving thunderstorm that passed through the Madison area around 8 o'clock this morning. That moved through very quickly. The sun came out and that allowed temperatures to really warm up. We had a mix of sun and clouds for the rest of the day, but no rain here in southern Wisconsin. All the showers and thunderstorms pretty much confined to the northern third of the state right now. Southern Wisconsin precipitation free. Low temperatures this morning, upper 50s. Here in Madison, we dropped to 59. If we don't drop below that before midnight, which is highly unlikely, we'll set a record for the warmest low temperature for the date. And our high in Madison, 79 degrees, but Janesville topped out at 81, as did Lone Rock. Boscobel was at 83, and current temperatures are still in the middle 60s to the lower 70s. By tomorrow morning, we'll drop only into the upper 50s. There's just an outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm tonight. Tomorrow, a chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly in the afternoon. High temperatures still reaching 73 degrees. Our brighter chances for rain come tomorrow night. I'll have more details on weather in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. 1 in 5 Wisconsinites are now fully vaccinated against coronavirus, and a third have received at least 1 dose. Today, the state did see a sharp increase in new cases with nearly 900. Now, starting tomorrow, more people will be able to get their vaccines at the Alliant Energy Center. The local vaccination site is getting some federal help. FEMA will be providing 26 federal staff members who will help boost the number of doses delivered by more than 2,000 a week. The state of Wisconsin is committed to providing up to 7,000 first doses of the vaccine every week at Alliant Energy Center. That means about 1,400 people will be receiving their shots each day. Now, to sign up for an appointment, visit Wisconsin's vaccine registry. That website right there on your screen, vaccinate.wi.gov. We have that information along with a phone number you can call if you'd rather go that route, channel3000.com.
The CDC has given Wisconsin more than $50 million to expand vaccination programs. The money will also help increase access to people in underserved communities. President Biden is moving up the date. He wants all Americans to be eligible for a COVID-19 vaccine. Originally, he called for May 1st. Now he wants it moved to April 19th. Today, the president toured a vaccination site in Alexandria, Virginia. The Biden administration says it has delivered 150 million vaccine doses in the president's first 75 days in office. Local black-owned barbershops teamed up with the Rebalanced Life Wellness Association to get black customers vaccinated. The owner of that health clinic said after conducting surveys with the customers, they weren't against getting the vaccine, but paranoid of the process due to a history of distrust in the healthcare system.
We know what the health disparities are as they relate to black men. A lot of them are living with 1 and 2 chronic health conditions, yet we're not getting the attention that we need. And so we're just shining the light on those health disparities.
About 100 people from 3 barbershops around the area signed up to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine today. They are hoping to host more clinics like this in the future.
According to a new poll, more than half of parents say they'll likely get their children a COVID-19 vaccine. The Axios Ipsos poll was conducted April 2nd through 5th. It was released today. Found that 52% of moms and dads will get their kids vaccinated when a vaccine becomes available for their age group. Cruise ships haven't set sail from U.S. ports now in over a year, and one company wants to change that. Norwegian Cruise Lines, which is based in the U.S., sent a letter to the CDC this week outlining a plan to resume operations by the 4th of July. The company says it plans to require everyone on board to have been vaccinated at least 2 weeks prior to departure. Cruise ships were early poster children for the havoc that COVID-19 wreaked on the travel industry. Last April, more than a dozen ships were stranded at sea when no ports would allow them to dock in fear of the virus.
As things slowly return to normal, the events industry is hoping to get back to work as well. Today, the National Association for Catering and Events held a conference to show off new trends in the event industry due to COVID. This includes things like best practices for food and beverage, how to handle distancing and masking, and how to hold hybrid virtual events. The group has been doing a lot of advocacy to show the industry is capable of safely returning.
This specific event has really been our opportunity to showcase that events can happen safely and also still feel comfortable and elegant, even while following local guidelines.
It's the first time the association has been able to hold an in-person meeting with area vendors in over a year.
Next at 10, after more than 30 years of building the UW Athletic Department, first as head football coach, then as athletic director, Barry Alvarez is retiring. Back in 1990, he could have had any open job in the country. New since 6, Alvarez sharing in a Zoom call with the Alumni Association tonight why he picked Madison.
I really felt, and I said all along, I thought Wisconsin was a sleeping giant, and I meant it. It just wasn't lip service to get the job. I meant it. I thought the fact that there's one Division I school in the state, I knew there were a lot of good players in the state. They just weren't staying here.
Well, he won 119 games, 3 Rose Bowls, then 74 Big Ten championships and 16 national titles as athletic director. But the impact of what Barry Alvarez built went far beyond the walls of campus. Longtime Madison Mayor Paul Soglin tonight sharing with us how success at Camp Randall created a powerful synergy with the city the Badgers call home.
You never heard him complaining about the academic standards of the Big Ten and the University of Wisconsin. He recognized what a university was about, that it was about much more than just an athletic program. And so it's been a great compliment for our community.
His retirement takes effect June 30th. For more reaction to today's announcement, including the words of J.J. Watt and Russell Wilson, you go to channel3000.com.
New information. Madison police say no charges will be filed against the driver who hit and killed a pedestrian over the weekend. Officials say the victim was crossing East Washington Avenue near Hy-Vee Saturday night while outbound traffic had a green light. Two witnesses told police they did not see the pedestrian before the car hit him. Police say the driver stayed on the scene and cooperated with investigators. Yesterday, the victim was identified as 37-year-old Ashley Cameron Taylor. An active duty sailor opened fire in Maryland this morning, then headed to a military base where he was shot dead. Two sailors were shot and injured as well. CBS News correspondent Femi Redwood reports.
Surveillance video shows one of the victims who was shot Tuesday in Frederick, Maryland, entering a nearby building.
He said he had been shot, he needed our help, and there was an active shooter, and he thinks he is chasing him.
Police rushed to Riverside Tech Park after a Navy corpsman identified as 38-year-old Fatenhoon Woodensenbet opened fire, shooting two of his fellow sailors.
I can confirm to you that a rifle was used.
The shooting happened inside a military storage facility in the business complex associated with Fort Detrick a few miles away. Police say Woodensenbet then drove to the base where he was stopped at the gate.
Suspect vehicle, black Nissan with Virginia tags.
Before he was able to be searched, he sped past the gate, made it about a half mile into the installation. He was pursued immediately by the Fort Detrick Quick Reaction Force. They were able to stop him in a parking lot.
He said the suspect then got out of his car and showed a weapon and was shot dead. Police searched his home in Frederick, investigating a possible motive. They say officers brought a woman and two children out of the apartment and took them to police headquarters.
I didn't see them much, and same with the wife. I didn't see her much.
Woodensenbet was stationed at Fort Detrick. Garrett Wagner says the victim told him he knew the man who shot him. One victim was already released from the hospital. The other remains in critical condition. Femi Redwood, CBS News.
The FBI and the ATF are assisting with the investigation. The suspect's military record shows he enlisted in 2012.
The U.S. Capitol police officer killed in last week's attack at the building will lie in honor in the Capitol's rotunda next week. Officer William Evans died Friday after a man rammed a vehicle into a barricade at the Capitol. Lying in honor at the Capitol is the civilian equivalent of lying in state, which is reserved only for government and military officials. It is a rare honor that was last given to Brian Sicknick, the Capitol police officer killed in January's riot. A Janesville man is now facing federal charges for being a part of the Capitol riot. According to a criminal complaint, Michael Fitzgerald was recorded on security footage forcing his way into the building. It says he stayed in the Capitol for about 40 minutes. The FBI says a tipster identified him based on a public post asking for help.
Still to come tonight, we have more election results on the spring election day here in Wisconsin. Plus, we'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with an update on this week's rain chances. Stay with us.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Pre-shop the Madison Lighting Spring Sale and save 15% off everyday low prices. Every brand, every ceiling fan, every home accent. Pre-shop for low prices on visual comfort and generation brands, including Feist, Ellen DeGeneres, Ralph Lauren, Aaron Lauder, and many more. Check them out on social media. Find inspiration and shop the website, or shop Madison Lighting Showroom on Watts Road, Madison.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
For those ready to make this the year their dream yard becomes a reality, it's time to roll up your sleeves and head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet, where we have everything you need to build a backyard oasis. Like assorted estate fertilizer or weed and feed, just $19.99. Select Weber Spirit grills are $30 off. Stock up on workwear with Carhartt pocket tees, 2 for $25. Plus, make it homemade with this Homecraft bread maker, $59.99.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
With iCare, you can receive up to $1,200 in over-the-counter benefits to buy brand name and generic products. Shop in-store or get the items delivered free from our catalog. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for your health needs.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Hey folks, Wednesday on News 3 Now this morning, we will show you a new way to recycle. It's in the 608 with Josh Ryder, and we'll have the latest spring election results. Join us starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back, and some more election results tonight. Madison voters faced 4 questions about the makeup of the city council today, all advisory as the city decides how to make the government more representative. Council members currently serve for 2 years. First question, should that be 4 years? And voters tonight responding with a no by a 55-45 margin. Next, should council members transition from part to full-time, with members earning anywhere from $45,000 to $71,000 a year? 58% of voters there also saying no. And the council currently has 20 members. Should that size be reduced, increased, or remain the same? And the voters overwhelmingly say keep it the same size. And finally, that fourth question, should there be term limits to 12 years maximum, maybe bring in fresh faces, or keep experienced leaders? And 71% of the voters say yes to the term limit, saying 12 years is long enough.
On today's ballot, there were a couple of local mayoral races. In Monona, incumbent Mayor Mary O'Connor defeats challenger Christy Goforth 57-43%. And in Columbus, former Mayor Michael Tom is not seeking re-election. J.D. Milburn and Mary Arnold looking to fill that seat. And Mary Arnold is leading 54-46%.
And there were also a few notable school referendums up for a vote today. The biggest was in New Glarus, the school district asking to spend nearly $29 million for capital projects, including a new primary school and some renovations. And overwhelmingly there, the voters in New Glarus saying yes, 70-30 the margin. As always, head over to channel3000.com for all your local election results. We'll also be scrolling those results at the bottom of your screen throughout the night.
Next at 10, auto giant General Motors announced today it is going to be making an all-electric Chevrolet Silverado truck, and it will have an estimated driving range of more than 400 miles on a single charge. GM says the new truck won't be just a modified version of the gasoline or diesel-powered truck. Instead, it will be engineered from the ground up as an electric-only vehicle. GM has not given a date for when the truck will hit showrooms. And check this out. There's a shortage of ketchup. Restaurants have relied heavily on takeout orders to survive during COVID-19. That caused a need for more ketchup packets. The Wall Street Journal reports that low inventory of ketchup is hitting mom-and-pop restaurants as well as chains like Texas Roadhouse and Long John Silver's.
Unseasonably warm out there today, but what will the days ahead bring? Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with the answer.
Well, hopefully some rain. It's very mild out there. In fact, as we take a look at the live view from the Edgewater Skycam, skies are partly cloudy. High today, 79 degrees, just 6 degrees from the record high of 85. The low of 59 will most likely set a record. The warmest low temperature for today is 58 degrees, set back, I think, in 1871, so or 1929. So that certainly is in jeopardy. But you can see those readings are running between almost 25 and 30 degrees above average. And as we check out 3 things you need to know in the forecast, we've got one more mild day for tomorrow with high temperatures still in the 70s, but rain chances will be increasing. The highest probability will probably be tomorrow night, and then temperatures will drop back into the 50s as we head into the weekend and most of next week. High resolution Doppler radar right now, a lot of ground clutter there, but nothing, no precipitation over southern Wisconsin. Showers, thunderstorms, a little more widespread over northern Wisconsin and farther out to the west in Iowa and Minnesota. Hopefully some of that moisture will reach us during the day tomorrow. future track precipitation now calling for about a quarter to a half inch of rain from Madison eastward. This is through about noon on Friday. To the west, though, still seeing amounts in the half inch to inch or even higher ranges. Any area that gets a heavier thunderstorm could pick up a quick inch in any given location. But high temperatures today were in the upper 70s to lower 80s through much of Wisconsin, away from Lake Superior. Superior held down at 57 degrees. That's north of a stationary front, but you can see a widespread area of 70s and 80s through much of the central Midwest. Now, that front, the dividing line up to the north between cooler air where temperatures are in the 50s, that's providing the focus for the showers and thunderstorms tonight. The jet stream, though, coming in from the southwest, but to the south, that jet stream kind of flattens out through the southern part of the United States. So that cuts off the big supply of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. So there's some moisture, but not as much as if we saw the winds coming more near the Gulf of Mexico and then heading up into the Midwest. And that's what would give us a better chance for some heavier rain totals. But we'll take what we can get. And like I say, we should be looking at least some rain as the stationary front stays to the north. But eventually, this low pressure system will travel along it, bring a cold front, and that should start to bring the rain chances in here tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. But in the short term, we're going to stay on the warm side of the front where temperatures are in the 60s and 70s. North of the front, they're mainly 60s and 50s. Notice 30s up near Lake Superior. We're not going to get that cold. But for tomorrow, look for a high of 73 degrees. Shower and thunderstorm chances are probably going to be highest in the afternoon. On future track, not expecting much, if any, rain tonight, just an outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm. During tomorrow, you can see a couple of rounds of showers, perhaps a couple of thunderstorms. Tomorrow night would be the best chances for rain, and then some showers, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm on Thursday. Again, the heavier rainfall amounts, half inch to an inch, more likely west of Madison, the lesser amounts to the east of Madison. 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures drop back into the 50s on Friday and stay there for next week. We'll look for another chance for some showers, maybe a thunderstorm on Monday, perhaps late at night on Tuesday and Wednesday night, even a couple of flurries of snow as temperatures dip into the mid to low 30s, but at this point, not looking for anything to stick to the ground.
All right, Gary, thank you. Just Head Sports Brewers back in the win column thanks to a big first inning. How one swing from Travis Shaw put the crew up on the Cubs for good. Zach has sports next, plus the latest on the retirement of Barry Alvarez.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Bad City Moving. You haven't seen moves like these before.
I was watching my team come from behind when my son says, "Dad, I'm taking a girl to the dance." And I was like, "You can borrow my car, just make sure your shoes are shined and the car is clean." And then I was like, "Hold on, go to Quick Trip and get the Elite Wash." On the day of the dance, my son washed my car and shined his shoes. But he did something on his own accord. My son goes, "Do you think she would like this?" And the Quick Trip lady is like, "You betcha." Kid's got a bright future.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
Goldman Cars is breaking into spring with huge savings. You can get a 2018 Chevy Cruze starting at $11,995 or $195 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2018 Chevy Cruze at $11,995 or $195 per month.
Don't miss out on these huge spring deals with over 500 vehicles in stock.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Dealing Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin. GobinCars.com.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. Don't your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn? Trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
Did you know 50% of your body weight rests in the middle while you sleep? That's why Sealy's exclusive Posturepedic technology reinforces the center where you need it most. But don't take my word for it. Come to Denver Mattress and see for yourself. Plus, get a free $200 gift when you purchase select Sealy mattress sets. And rest easy knowing every mattress comes with our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Sealy at Denver Mattress today, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Here in the
Midwest, community is important.
Having a healthcare system that's looking out for us.
That's actively addressing the racial disparities in healthcare is important.
When we can get good quality care, we can do more. We can achieve more.
We can be the kind of community we want to be, and that's really important.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
I'd like for him to remember me as the guy that backed up what he promised. And I also want to thank him. I love Wisconsin. I love the fans. And I appreciate everything all of them have done and the support that they've given me. I love this place.
Safe to say this place loves you right back. Barry Alvarez put the W on the map. He came to Madison in 1990 and took over a football program that was just downright bad and turned it into a powerhouse. 3 Rose Bowl wins set the foundation for success, and the rest of UW athletics followed. You name the sport, it had success. During his leadership at AD, Wisconsin won 16 national titles and 74 conference crowns. But now, in the words of Alvarez, it's just time.
I just think it's time. I'm 74 years old. I've had a good run. It's just time to pass the baton. I'm healthy. I have some things that I want to do. My wife and I want to travel. I have grandkids that I want to follow and support. So it was just time.
Alvarez said he wanted today to be fun. He joked about being available to come back and coach bowl games if needed. After all, it was a celebration of over 3 decades of success. But there was much more than wins to Barry. His relationships and the lives he touched, that's what former players and coaches will remember the most, which is why today was also bittersweet.
Certainly so much to be celebrated. And yet there was I found myself a little bit sad, only that, every day that I've had a chance to work for him, I truly enjoyed it and appreciated it.
Game 2 of 3 of their series against the Cubs. Brewers trying to snap a 3-game losing streak, and some offense in the first inning would help. Travis Shaw got that memo. He's called the mayor of Ding Dong City for a reason. The 3-run shot is all the Crew would need. They get the win, 4-0 the final. To the pool, high school girls state swimming in Sun Prairie started off the meet with a bang. In the 200 medley relay, the Cardinals finished first in a time of 1:44.31. But the meet belonged to Edgewood. Izzy Enns swam away with the 200 free, winning it by over 2 seconds. She won 4 different races tonight, and her teammate Abby Reed did pretty well too. Reed took home the 50 free in 23.41 seconds, one of her 3 titles. Edgewood takes home the team title with 350 points. Middleton finished in second. We're back after this.
We all share the same roads, but when an accident happens, we don't always share the same consequences. Gruber Law Offices has been fighting and winning for people injured by big trucks for more than 30 years. One call, that's all.
Menards is here to help make your deck or patio an extension of your living space. Boss Indoor-Outdoor Carpet is weather and stain resistant. It's perfect for sunrooms, porches, and decks. Right now, Indoor-Outdoor Carpet is 11% off. Finish your project with a ceiling fan. We have a great selection of Hunter ceiling fans to match your style, including indoor-outdoor fans. All Hunter fans are 11% off. Get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. A way that builds a state-of-the-art network. As a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the neighborhood, so you make a difference. Thanks for the hot spot. You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. U.S. Cellular.
Step 1, build a new breed. Make it an SUV.
Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford proud. Now get an adventure-ready 2021 Explorer for just $399 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1. Carefully knead dough. Step 2. Artfully spread sauce. Step 3. Add fresh mozzarella and assemble toppings. Step 4. Realize we already did all that for you. So all you have to do is bake it. Right now, get a large Fiesta chicken pizza with chicken, mushrooms, fried onions, and taco seasoning. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Who really has the best beef? Meet the facts. Fact. Hy-Vee standards are so strict, their cattle have to be hand-selected. And only about 6% of all beef is able to bear the Hy-Vee brand. Only 6%. Many claim to have the best beef, but it's time to meet the facts. For more details on Hy-Vee's strict standards, go to meetthefacts.hyvee.com. Hy-Vee has the best beef guaranteed.
If you've been injured, trust my team to get you back in the game. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast.
One last election update tonight for you in the state Senate. This is for the vacant 13th district seat formerly held by now U.S. Senator Scott Fitzgerald. The Associated Press has now called the race for Republican John Jagler. Democrat Melissa Winker was challenging him. Jagler has about a 51 to 44% lead.
And let's go to Gary. One final check of the forecast.
Right now, no rain across southern Wisconsin. An outside chance for a shower or thunderstorm at some point later tonight, but the better chances will be later tomorrow into tomorrow night. Temperatures are still very mild, mid-60s to lower 70s, even at 10 o'clock. Day planner for tomorrow shows a low tonight of 58, high tomorrow of 73 with some thunderstorm chances tomorrow afternoon. Better chances tomorrow night. Then temperatures cool off with some showers into the early part of next week.
Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.